tool that installs an ArcMap tool that will consume OSM, OpenStreetMap vector data. It will convert that to a feature class and put it inside a geospatial database, a personal geospatial database. Then you'll be able to edit all the features with the ArcMap experience. And when you finish, you save your work and you can upload it back to OSM. It's both directions. Because there's not much time, I'll give you a very simple demo with a few warnings. 2 days ago, we had a lot of warnings. I recompile it again. It could happen. This is the version 1.1. It's going to be released really soon, and this one is going to be able to do much more. Like you'll be able to grab shake files and move them into the model of OSM, so you can be able to then upload all that to OSM much easier instead of just drawing in top like we had to do it before. This is the tool to download. You can change that to specify what extent do you want to download. The best recommended one is go small in the beginning. Remember that there's a lot of data that has to come down. It needs to be converted. It needs to be symbolized. Then over here, we're just going to decide what geospatial database. I created one for Portland, and I said put it in test 1. I'll click OK, and the magic will happen. At this moment, it's going to OpenStreetMap. It's saying, I want this extent. It's going to grab that extent. It's going to bring it down. It's going to convert everything to features, point lines and polygons, symbolize them. Everybody knows about this tool. In ArcMap 10, you can run this async. You will see only status. But in this case, I wanted to run it on top of it. So you can see that it's actually a tool that runs with the ArcMap. That will take some time, not just because it's a very slow tool. It's just this computer is just a Centrino Duo. You need to have some good power for that, and I've been having other problems. Like I dropped it twice. And yeah, don't tell my boss. So I could sing while it's happening, or we can actually talk about what can you do when you have it. When you have it, you have point lines and polygons. As an editor, you will be able to do things like create center lines that you have on your GPS. Before, in OpenStreetMap, you had to walk in the middle of the street. That's very dangerous in California. So you can actually this time walk in the sidewalks, be able to collect the points, and create a buffer of 10 feet in order to create the center lines. In California, it will be 2 kilometers for the freeway. But, wow, I say kilometers, now you realize I'm European. What's that?
Is that OSM Toolbox with a 10, or is that something?
Yes. It only has been built for ArcMap 10. However, as I'm going to show you at the end, this tool, while it's happening, I could do that because I don't have much time. This tool, you can go to Coplex, the open source community, and you'll be able to download the installation to install it in your ArcMap 10, or the source code. And with that, you can change anything you like. The only thing that we ask you is, if you do anything cool, please contribute to the open source. So it means we accept contributions, so it means you have something good, you can upload as a badge, we will look at it and we'll accept it if it doesn't break anything, of course. Okay, with that, it has finished. And you can see on my table of content that we actually created a model that shows like OpenStreetMap. We grab every single point, and with the attributes, we said if it's geological, historical, everybody can see it well? No. No? Then we're going to do the zooming part. That one, it will zoom in a little. There was a... Ooh, that's not a correct zoom. That's a completely different zoom. It's a Windows 7.
Is it like control?
Oh, magnifier.
shift,
Sorry.
Plus and minus, or
Yeah,
control window?
Yeah.
Minus.
That works in Visual Studio, but in this guy, let me do this first. Okay. Good. So you can see that it puts them all the points, and then depending on the attribute, because you know that in OpenStreetMap is weights and nodes, so a way could have an attribute saying, I'm a shop, but I'm just a node. So we actually put a point that is a shop. So we have to move into this model. Now, the good part about that is you can create new shops by just drag and dropping using the normal tools from ArcMap. You can just say, I want to edit, and I want to grab all those and be able to create new shops. In the same point, the lines, you can have a line that is a route or a natural gateway. Same thing. You're working right now on to ArcGIS point lines and polygons. They are symbolized the way the OpenStreetMap is. Whatever you do, whatever you finish working after you grab a shapefile and you move it into the model, or you're tracing on top of it. As you can see, I'm using the OpenStreetMap behind it because you cannot trace anything that's copyrighted or is commercial. So anything that is open, you can actually use it for tracing. When you have finished and you realize the polygons that you can see, we put it into this nice model. You go here and you can upload everything, and you can just say, I want this database, everything that I did just changed. You just need, of course, username and password. In my case, my password is the super secret password. Revision table is the table that we've been working on. You just select which one you want. You have, right now, you're going to have to do point lines and polygons one by one, but it will grab all the points, all the lines, and all the polygons. But you have to do it 3 times if you have added a point, lines, and polygons. We are looking in making it a little better. That's the feedback. I'm not going to upload it right now because I haven't changed anything, and it's going to say, dude, you haven't done anything. But hopefully, if you've been working with that, you will be able to upload using your credentials. And you can see that I'm using an API of 6, means this is a developer OpenStreetMap, so I could play with it, and I would recommend you to start with that before you changing it to api.openstreetmap.org. With 55 seconds left, if everyone has a question.
So have you experimented with large uploads or large completion? Or?
So if you want to do large uploads and downloads, you're going to need a planet file. You cannot do just features. Because there's a limitation of 5,000 nodes of waste on OpenStreetMap right now. So this one will, of course, if you require more than 5,000, it's going to say can't.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So you need to go a little extent right now.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Can you comment on the feature of ESRI and OpenStreetMap?
The feature.
Future plans.
Oh, the
future
feature.
plans to work together.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My Wisconsin accent is not good. So we're releasing 1.1, and this is open source. And for what I know, we're pushing to do that. Sorry, I think we did 1.0, we're doing 1.1. We're getting all this feedback from you guys, and the feature is open source, so that means more feedback, more release. Sorry.
Two quick questions. One is, what is your licensing for the OpenStreetMap editor? And then the other one is, who out there is using the editor? Are there like international organizations that are using the editor? I mean,